friend.
So
like,
let me ask y'all this, right? Because, I mean, this gets a little dicey, too. How much of friendship do you want your friend to be with your nigga?
Energy. All right.
These are spirit
figures.
fingers.
It's a trill cook-up.
Hi, I'm Karen.
I'm Bria.
And I'm Archie.
And this is for all the girls. All of them.
All of them.
And guys, if you're watching too, we don't
We
discriminate.
do love the guys.
We
so
love the
if you
guys.
watch, thank you so much.
Y'all should watch it with your girls if you guys, you know?
It'll be fun, I
If you got
promise.
sisters, aunties, put them on. Put them on game.
It'll be fun, I promise.
Okay.
Want to do it?
This episode is a continuation of our series of relationships. So this one would be the relationships platonic. The first question I'm going to ask is going to also intertwine with our last episode. If you watched it, you know what it's about. It's about romantic relationships. So the question I have is, do you believe loyalty in friendships should look different than loyalty in romance?
Yes and no. Ooh, that's hard. Yes and no.
So why yes and no?
Especially with like romantic relationships, while our intentions are that they're going to be forever, like sometimes that don't be the case.
But that's the same thing with friendships.
Same thing with friendships. But like I feel like your friendships are like, especially when you have like a romantic partner, are like a sacred you space. Like these people know me and have known me for however long. They support me, and they like my partner or love my partner. They're here for me. Okay, these is my friends. They here for me. So I feel like it's just a little different in that space. Like being loyal to a friend might mean something different than being loyal to your partner.
But let's go back to the last episode where we said like a romantic relationship is basically best friends.
It is. It's best friends, but we hunching. But I also
So let's
feel
take the
like
hunching out.
right. But I feel like I hope you wouldn't have to be in a situation where you had to pick between your friends and your partner.
Ooh,
Like I hope
yeah.
that wouldn't be the case.
That's weird.
Yeah,
But that's
that'd be
weird.
super
That's weird. But I also feel like there are some things you can not get away with, but there are some things that are not expectations in friendships that are in romantic
That's fair.
relationship. Like
Yeah, that's fair.
you get
And
new
vice versa.
friends, it's cool. You get new niggas,
It's
not
not
cool.
cool.
You know what I'm saying? It's not cool. So I feel like there are certain expectations in friendships that, or certain things that'll be cool with your friend, but like you couldn't necessarily do that with your partner.
Also, like, when we talk about loyalty, I think we've talked about this before. It's like, if my man did XYZ, he could have cheated on me. I might take him back. But my friend missed my birthday dinner. And she's the worst.
She's a fake
We're
bitch.
not friends anymore. So I think to add to that, I think it gets tricky because I feel like in some spaces we're more loyal and we give more grace in our relationships than our friendships.
Right.
So I think it's just, honestly, I don't think there's a
hard
one or
and
the
fast
other.
line.
Yeah, I feel like they both have weird concessions in either realm.
Got you. I agree. What made me think about it, like when I saw the question, is that you were just like best friends. We're best friends, but we hunching. But it's just like if we take out the hunching, we still got the same qualities that we need in a best friend, like
You
from your partner.
know, I feel like I've dealt with this personally post relationship of being in a relationship with someone best friend ish, and thinking that these things would continue, and it's hard, in a space of like, if we really weren't romantically intertwined and we took away this relationship, are we really at the end of the day
really friends?
Yeah.
best friends?
And then at the same token, I feel like there's no pressure. And I know I said that last episode, but I need to walk it back a little bit. To explain. I need to clarify a little bit more. I need to flesh it out. So I do feel like there's a different expectation. Like there are some, like if me and Corey were to ever like not be together anymore, I don't necessarily know if we could just be like, we're friends.
I really
It's hard. I don't
feel
know
like
if that's
I
the
can
case.
do that.
You think-
Everybody keep telling
And
me
I'm gonna tell you why you feel like you can do that, because I had to process this, right? You feel like you can do this because you can compartmentalize. These men cannot. Or they don't do it as well as we do. So for us, I love you. We've had this relationship.
Yeah.
I can
Separate the two.
Separate, and I can
Right.
put this other piece in a box and be like, okay,
Yeah.
I can just be your friend. But I don't think men can do that in that same capacity. It's like too much interconnectedness,
Yeah.
especially with y'all being married. Like this
Right.
was my wife at one point in
Yeah.
time. But I think it just
I
takes a
knocked
lot
her
of.
boots at one point. Now let me
That's
stop.
what I'm saying. You see what I'm
But at the
saying?
same token, for me, I do understand that part, because how
Yeah.
can you just kind of like forget that we was
Yeah.
knocking boots, that we was married.
I don't think it's forgotten.
Forget.
Yeah, I don't think it's
But at the same token, you need to put that in the box and not touch it no more. And I
Yeah.
feel like,
But
That
we
can
did
be
that before
hard.
we became a thing. Like,
but we didn't have the history and the connection.
True.
We didn't
Yeah.
have all that at that point. So it
I
might have
just-
been harder, easier back then, sure.
yeah.
But now we've been together so long. We're married.
Yeah.
We've been hunching. I've been hunching the same person for the past 10
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
You know, like I got to get new dick, which
Yeah.
is like what?
But like, ew.
Like, what? I got to learn somebody's favorite color all
All
over
over
again.
again, yeah,
Like,
true.
it's
Welcome
too much.
to my life.
Yeah.
It's too much.
You're a
And
strong friend.
Ugh.
But
Shout
I
out to the
feel
strong
like
friends.
I understand, and I don't necessarily know if I can necessarily go back. You can't erase what's already happened.
It's
I
not
think that
about
colors,
erasing.
but I think it colors what we're gonna have going forward.
Yes, and I think going back to last episode too is this: how do we grow something new,
New,
out of
right.
this
Oh,
space
exactly
and this
what you
thread?
said.
You
Yeah,
see what I'm
exactly what you
saying,
said. Okay.
right? So
Okay.
I think one piece of this, I think it's time.
Mm-hmm.
You have to allow enough time and space to happen,
To grieve.
to
first.
grieve,
Yep.
to grow,
Mm-hmm.
to date other people, to do all of these things. And I think if you guys are still threaded, even faintly,
Mm-hmm.
by this like love for this person, or this best friendship for this person, or friendship in general for this person, I think it can shift and grow into something that can be potentially strictly platonic. That's just
Gotcha.
me in my opinion. I
Yeah.
could be hella wrong, and y'all could argue me in the comments. But I think one big thing of it is time and space. And I do think too, potentially, it can get a little muddy. Have we moved on to other people?
Right.
There's that.
I think that's a part too.
But also, I feel like moved on is such like a vague term, because I could be with somebody else. That don't mean
Come
I
on,
moved on.
come on, somebody.
I could be with someone else. That does
Yes.
not mean that I've moved on, even though
Yeah.
that I'm not with this person.
Right.
It might be hard for me, even if, let's say, I am with another person and I still try to maintain a friendship with this person. It still might be a little too much. It
Yeah.
still might be I'm not able to compartmentalize this person
Right.
and put this person in a box. And
Okay.
the more I hang around this person, the more I'm forced to be around this person. The harder it is for me to keep this person in a box.
Yeah.
And I think this is all off topic, but I think with that being said, it's just like, okay, we moved on. But if you move on and bring them around the group of friends that we're all group of
Lord.
friends with, like, how can you cope with that? I think this is the thing. When I say I feel like we can be friends and we could be cool. We could do all of the things, but it will take me time to
Wanna
sit
come
in
back.
that of
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
oh, he here with another girl.
With
So
somebody
like, I
else.
can't really like kiki with you like I want to kiki with you, because now I have
Yeah.
to respect the
You gotta be
boundaries of your
respectful.
Right.
you know
It's a
what I'm
new
saying?
boundary.
It's
Yeah.
a brand new boundary. So I think that's the thing. Is like I could be friends, but when you bring somebody in, then it's just like, okay, now how are we going to navigate that? Now how is our friendship going to work?
So here's the thing too. I think in the growing something new space, in the grief of the past, maybe in the past we was besties, we was locked in, but we talk about all the time like friendship is a spectrum. It is. So maybe this friendship looks different from what it looked like in
Right.
the past, where it's like maybe it's just a casual, like we have some conversations, like check on you here and there.
Yeah.
All right, you cool? I'm good. Blah blah blah. And it's like, are you okay with where this friendship has grown out of all of the things that have
Right,
happened?
yeah.
Because I think sometimes we expect ourselves to go back to what we were, and it's just like, no, that's not what
That's not it no more.
I
yeah.
feel like it's hard, especially if you're going to bring a new person into the mix.
I don't
Because
disagree.
why is your ex-girlfriend texting you every so often saying, "Are you okay?
Okay,
Bitch, are
yeah,
you good?
like, are you good?
Yeah.
Are you cool?
okay?
Yeah.
Are
Yeah.
you cool?"
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
feel like it's that you have to manage those expectations too, which is why I say I do understand for men, it is a little bit harder. I feel like for women too. Like if I had an ex-boyfriend who texts me, we just friends. I don't know. Y'all friend not going for that shit.
Right.
I know that. He not going for that shit.
I think there's also a certain and because I've heard of like married, like I can think of my homegirl her dad remarried. God rest both of their souls. Remarried, and the stepmom's ex-husband, they were still close, still friends, to the point where they had the same name.
Oh wow.
And they became friends, the husband and the ex-husband, right? So I think there's a way for it to be done, but I think there's a certain level of like comfort and finality of knowing like this is what it is, right? And this is just my homie.
And nobody has intentions of going backwards.
No one has those intentions. And I'm gonna, and I think this goes, we talked about like having male friends and like, you know, that male, female, whatever. I think you also have to loop your partner in. Like, this was this,
is
but
the
like
dynamic
this
right now.
is what it is now.
Yeah.
Engage the comfort, right? Because I don't want to make my partner uncomfortable. And if I have to set the boundary with my friend, like, hey, you know, can't really, you know, and I think the mutual understanding, if we really are friends, is like, all right, like,
cool,
I get it.
Yeah.
So,
You with
but
another
it's
person
tricky.
now.
Yeah.
You with another person now.
Okay, that was my first question.
I'm dead. Do you think adult friendships are harder to maintain than romantic relationships?
Depends on a friend.
I think it depends on the friend.
I think if you have low maintenance friends, it's fine. And what I mean by low maintenance is they don't require constant attention and time. Because, and I think we've talked about this in the past as well, like, you have some people who like, you should call me every day. You should want to hang out and do all these things. And your lifestyle and my lifestyle may not afford for those things, either because it just doesn't, or like I have other obligations. And so if you have low maintenance friendships, I think it can balance with a relationship, because 9 times out of 10, like, you know, y'all are married. So like, this is a life, a family, or whatever. Like, that's going to be one of your biggest priorities, right? And this friendship is not, and that's okay. So I think 1, ego has to be taken out of it, and 2, you have to ask yourself, what kind of friendship am I in? Because I don't think a high maintenance friendship would allow for me to like engage in a relationship.
I gotta spend time with my husband. Oh, you don't got no time for me today?
Right. Like, girl. And then like also either what stages in life are your friends in?
True.
Right? Because now for me, I feel like I'm mature enough to be like, my friends are married. Like there are certain boundaries and things that like, I'm not calling y'all at 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, like, or asking y'all to go
But if you
certain
needed
place.
to, we would answer.
Right. Like I think there's a certain level of respect and understanding of where you are in your life and what that needs or what can and cannot happen in those spaces. But people who don't, and it's just like, oh, this is my friend, I'm used to having access to them, especially I think, sorry, I know I'm going to tangent, especially I think if we were like close and we both were single and one of us get in a relationship and then it shifts everything, it's kind of like, well, damn, what about me? Right? Because you get used to this certain dynamic of a relationship and now you have to adjust.
Yeah, I mean, I get that too.
I was a part of a friendship like that.
I get that too, but I also feel like, and I'm not necessarily saying that like high maintenance friends are bad. Like that's not what I want to portray, because there are people out there who are, maybe they are in high maintenance friendships, and you know, that's
it works for you.
It works for you. If it works for you, it works for you. But I feel like the common thread that I think that we're getting out of these high maintenance friendship is not, I don't even want to classify them as high maintenance. Like, to me, it sounds like a self-centered friend. A friend who your
selfish.
purpose is there for her and her, whatever she needs you to be in your life, right? And not necessarily the reverse. So I feel like in doing that, I feel like a high maintenance friend is kind of a misnomer, because the person that we're describing is not high maintenance. They selfish as hell. And that's
but can high maintenance not be selfish? Can 2 things not be true?
Can 2 things
you
not
require
be true?
a lot of me and you're still self-centered.
Right. I think 2 things can be true. But I also feel like you can not require a lot. You can require that I want to see your friends and still do it in a way that is not self-centered and it's still courteous. And it's still, okay, my friend needs to do this, but I would like to see you. Can you come to work on Saturday? Like,
but that's communication too.
That's communication too. I don't think that's
instead
necessarily
of throwing a fit.
Right. So I think when we're saying high maintenance, I don't necessarily think that they're bad. I think that coupled with a person that is self-centered, a person that is, you know, not really willing to accept my friend is in a different space than I am.
Right.
Or maybe my friend got other priorities. It's not that I'm not a priority. It's just she got other priorities too. Like, she juggling a lot of balls. So like, pause.
But I think that's
pause. Like, ooh, pause. That was a big pause.
She might
be.
LOL.
But pause for myself. She's juggling a lot of things. She has a lot of responsibilities. So I feel like you can be that person that's like, I want to spend time with my friends and still do it in a courteous way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't disagree with that. You got any thoughts on that?
No, I agree. I agree.
Okay. Is it harder to make new friends or keep old ones as you get older?
Harder to make new
New
ones.
friends. Mm-hmm. I think so, especially as an adult. It's very hard.
It's very hard to make new friends.
Like, especially if you're not a part of, like, someone bring you into a friend group. Well, we're already friends with somebody, and then you bring me into a new friend group. But just going out like, hey, I'm Karen. Like,
yeah.
that's awkward.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's, like, growing up with social anxiety, but going out meeting new people, I feel like the only time I can really meet new people is, like, if I go to work and I switch jobs. Like, I met them people, but I'm not talking to y'all when I leave this job. You know what I'm saying?
I do feel like, especially when
Take a friend per job.
Take a friend per job.
I feel like when we're younger, you get a lot of like closeness via proximity.
Yeah.
Where it's
Yeah.
like you go to
You
school
go to
with this
school with them
person
every day.
They're in
Yeah.
your class every day.
Yeah.
They like you see them a lot and you have those opportunities to make those connections and nourish a connection. That's not the way in adult life. Like I could go 2 months and not see you because I have other shit to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So I feel like it's harder for me in that way to like make new friends. And then it's also like, unfortunately, we're older. So I feel like people are a lot more like set in their ways
yes.
and set, I have my friends, I don't
Yes.
need any more. I'm not looking for more. Like people get really set in stone in what they have. So I feel like it's hard to like find somebody that's even open enough to say,
Yeah.
I'm looking to have new friends.
yeah.
Or I'm
Yeah.
looking to nourish a new relationship.
Yeah.
Because we're adults and we don't have time for a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like friendship, especially in the space of like new friends, like we're not as intentional in the process.
Right.
Whereas like dating is kind of like, okay, like what are your goals?
Yeah.
Who are you?
Right.
Yeah.
Da-da-da. But it's like friendships kind of form
They
based
kinda
on
just happen.
proximity
Yeah.
and all those other things. So I wonder if we took a little more intention into new people, like would that foster more relationships?
I think it would. So, like, around the time when I first moved down here to Atlanta, I had went on Facebook, and Atlanta got, like, Atlanta Friends.
groups.
Yeah. And so I joined the group. And, like, so when you join the group, like, you're supposed to post a picture of you, like your name, your age, a little bit about you. And, like, I posted my picture, right? And there was a lot of people like, hey, girl, like, hey, my birthday is in October, too. I would love to hang out, but I'm looking like, girl, I don't know you. But it's just
What's
like,
the
why
point?
exactly like why you even post the picture or
people looking
but it's
for
just like
friends.
it's just like you start getting nervous, like, ooh, like, are they okay? Like, is it safe for me to talk to them? And I think that's the thing now as an adult. It's just like we looking as a kid, it's just like, oh, you like bicycles? I like bicycles. Let's go ride bikes.
Right.
Like, but as an
Right.
adult, it's just like, is it safe? Like,
Yeah.
could I trust them? Like, if I do meet up with them, are they gonna kill me? Are they gonna do something to me? I think it's just like that. But
I was gonna say, I think we just live in our generation. We live in a lot of anxiety
yes.
here.
Yes.
Like from dating to relationships to just walking outside. Like we've had so much trauma just as a collective
Yeah.
unit. And I was watching something earlier, 9/11, COVID, like
Yeah.
all
we have
these
lived
things.
it.
We have lived in a lot of like the climate of fear.
Yeah.
Like we
Legit.
are like constantly in it, and
Yeah.
it almost even to a simple thing of like, can I make a new friend?
Friend,
Like
yeah.
you gonna hold me, you gonna spank me, you gonna
Yeah.
do X, like, and don't even like add that on top of like your own personal experiences, your community,
Right.
like all the things. It's
Right.
just like it's a lot to be like,
Yeah.
actually, everybody leave me alone.
Exactly.
Yep.
So-
And like on that page, what really got me is like, because I still look at it from time to time, but like the creators of the page or whatever, they'll hold like this big gathering with everybody who want to meet up, and I'll be looking and they really be meeting up, and then it just be like they really be making
Yeah,
genuine
making
friendships, and I'm like,
friends.
oh wow, I could have did that, but too nervous, too scared.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, that's how I feel about that one. How do you navigate when you and a close friend grow in completely different directions?
Ooh, I feel like this is a you.
I think you put your boots on and walk away.
Put your boots on.
Grind.
Put your boots on and walk away. But I think it's just like I ain't gonna necessarily say it gotta be mutual, because sometimes you grow apart, and I think as an adult, right, once you start having so much going on, you will look up and it just be like, damn, it's just like a relationship, like how we talked about last time, like, damn, we done grew apart. you know, but it's just like, if we're not intentional about growing back together, then it's just like,
Right.
just, it's
And
okay to move on. You know?
I hate, like I said last time, I hate the word growing apart because I feel like it's so vague.
Yeah.
And it's not very specific as to like what's happening.
We're not on the same page.
Like, about what though? Like, okay, if we're my best friend or my friend or whatever, she, you know, gets married and I'm not. Like, we're not on the same page then. That doesn't mean we still can't be friends.
Yeah.
Or, you know, my best friend or my friend took a job in another country and I'm still here in the U.S. That doesn't mean we can't be friends.
Yeah.
So, like, I guess our growing apart is so vague to me where I'm just like, okay, now what exactly is going on to where y'all feel like y'all are not connecting anymore?
I think I think it's that thread piece.
Yeah.
That like we've been kind of coming back to. It's just like, if we operated at a particular baseline, something in that baseline has shifted.
Changes.
Whether it's decreased or increased, right? And so like, for your examples of like, okay, say somebody got married, right? Your time and attention has now come away from the friendship in the capacity that it used to, and now it's going to this relationship. Hence, we are growing apart.
Yeah.
And maybe there's a different term that
Yeah.
feels more like connected. Maybe we're disconnecting,
Right.
right?
I like that term better.
Yeah, maybe we're disconnected, but I think, again, back to your point, is intention to reconnect, and maybe we're not connecting in the same way that we used to, but we're learning how to operate within the confounds of what we have going on now.
Right.
But everyone got to be willing
To do
for
so.
To do that.
Yeah.
But
Like,
also, I feel like that is the point where I'm like, okay, maybe I need to put my boots on
Yeah.
and walk away. If
because you're not willing.
If
That part.
it's the meeting of the minds. If
Like
we're
we're-
not on the same page, as yes, things are changing, but we still have intentions to do this thing.
Exactly.
I feel like that's when you need to put the boots on and walk away.
So let me add to that. Not only the intention, but the action. Because I
Right.
can say all I'm on, like, oh yeah, girl, we need to hang out. You know,
Yeah.
you know, like,
Yeah.
oh, we need to hang out. We need to see
Right.
each other, girl. We need to talk more.
Yeah.
And then you go back doing the same old stuff.
Do the same
'cause
old
life
shit.
be happening.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you know what?
you
Forget
push it
it.
to the wayside again.
Exactly. And now we're growing apart or
Yeah.
disconnecting
Right.
even further.
And then
Now
for
it's
me-
go 4 years. I ain't seen you.
And then, like, I also feel like for me, I guess I'm different in that way because, like, I think it would take a lot for me to, like, I'm putting my boots on and walk away. But we also talk about friendship being a spectrum. So maybe you're like,
You was my friend in that season.
you're pushing, you're not friends.
Yeah.
You're just not, you're somewhere else on the spectrum now.
Yeah.
Hence growing apart
Yeah.
or disconnecting,
Yeah.
right? Like, you were here and now you back over here
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
over here now.
Yeah.
So,
Still
think-
love you.
right. And sometimes we can't make it back over here and sometimes we can't.
Can't, yeah. Sometimes we stay where we at.
Right.
But I think that's okay too. And I think people have to understand it's okay that we're not as close as we used to be. Like, it's okay that we're growing apart. You know, like, it's okay. Like, your life's still good, my life's still good, we good. Like, if you needed something, I'll always be there. But
Will I?
will I? I mean, I would.
I mean, it just
Like, I
depends
feel
on
like
the friend.
if we ever had that close connection, and if you ever call me and tell me like, "Hey, I need you," now granted,
I think it
let's-
depends on the
let's keep
friend
it
for
together,
me.
yeah.
Okay, so if you ain't talked to this friend in like 5 years and she randomly call you like Karen,
now that's why I said let's put in perspective
See,
what
that's
you
what
about to
I'm
ask
saying.
for. Like, what are
Karen.
you about to ask for?
I need you, Karen.
yeah,
I need you, Karen. Karen, I need you to come through for me.
yeah. Like,
People like, girl, I ain't talked to your ass in 5 years.
And what's your intentions?
yeah, what's your intentions behind it? Now, if I know like you explain to me what's really going on and you really need my help, I don't think I'll be the one to be like, no, you know, like, but
I feel like it's certain friends for me. I feel like it's one thing to say, like, okay, I think of like some of my homeboys, like, I don't talk to them a lot, right? And more so from the fact of like they're married with children.
Yeah.
So that takes a lot of time. I have nothing against that. And if they were to call me and be like, hey, Bria, like, I need you to slide. Like, I'm in town right now.
Yeah.
Like, my homeboy Darren, like, we hadn't talked in God knows how long. But he was like, hey, I'm coming to Atlanta, like, pull up, da-da-da. I'm there.
Yeah.
Like, it's no question. Like, that's my boy. But
Yeah.
I think what shifts that for me of like, will I show up? Is like, if we done had some beef
yeah.
and that grew us apart a little bit, like,
I see
am
what you're saying.
gonna-
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, am I?
Like, we got into our friendship grew apart in a negative way.
Or we done had some
Yeah, we done had
things.
some stuff. But I feel like if we just, I don't know,
Stop talking.
like we just stopped talking. Like if you
Yeah.
call me, like, but and I know our original foundation where it was. Like I would definitely show up for you, like 100%.
I think it's time we take a break.
I
Oh,
think
dang,
it's time
already?
we take a break.
Yeah.
break.
We will be back.
It's your girl Rachel, your favorite. Make sure you tune in Thursdays at 9 a.m. for Be Fucking For Real. But we also, y'all also gonna get a little tea with R&B, so keep it cute and stay tuned in.
Welcome back. Did y'all miss us? We missed you. And now we go to Archie with the next question.
All right.
On
What
to you.
is the role of friendships in romantic relationships?
Ride or die?
Yeah, I'm like, I don't think you really have a role. I mean, just, besides
You rock our
support,
role.
Yeah.
support and what you need me to be as it relates to that. Like, I mean, if you want me to get to know your nigga to fill it out, then cool. I think this question is a little different for me because, like, y'all husbands are like my brothers. So it's not like I guess there still is a role, but like, I'm not in y'all relationship. I'm not in your business.
Yeah.
But like,
But I feel like it should
this,
be that
I feel like this would be a great question for y'all from me. Like, what do you feel like y'all's roles would be
in your relationship.
if I had one?
If you have one. I mean, at this point, I feel like it's the same. We just playing wing woman.
Yeah.
At this point. So, like.
We're here. You rock, we roll. You slip, we slide.
Slide.
You
Okay.
Like, you
Okay.
know
You guys zag.
Like
Okay.
it is what it is.
You
But-
zig, I zag.
and I think too, like it goes back to like once you do get into that space, when we're growing in a romantic relationship, our friend is also growing in that space with us too, right? And I feel like that's how it becomes like you're my brother. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like you're growing with us, but just in a different
Wait.
Yeah.
way. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you're part of our relationship too, but
It's just different.
it's just different.
And I think like to that point, I do feel like a relationship also forms in the space of y'all's romantic relationship, but it's kind of like I got to get to know you too.
yeah, like you're
Right.
my. What's up with you?
Going back to our previous question, why I also feel like it might be harder for a person to compartmentalize when y'all are no longer a couple. Because now your friends are my friends.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
We've made connections that way.
None of y'all can ever break up because like what am I like? I know where I'm going, but damn.
Like, it's hard. And I feel like, and I understand it, it's like men have a tougher time compartmentalizing, but I don't feel like, and maybe this is me, I'm never on the side of a man, so take this as a I'm never on the side of a
Never
man.
on the side.
But I'm never on the side of a man, but take this. I'm taking one for the team today. I do think, to their defense, I've invested a lot of time. I've invested a lot of energy.
You have literally become my friend.
Yeah, our families are intertwined. We have friends together, and now you're saying, okay, well, we just need to be friends. You can kiss my ass. Like, I'm not doing that. We don't need to be nothing. And I feel like for me, I'm the same way. If it was a situation, well, me and Corey have kids, so we would have to be friends.
Yeah.
But like, if it was a situation, and I've never had to do it like before, like. Before Corey, if I had a boyfriend, we broke up, I don't speak to them niggas.
Yeah.
You will never see me again. You know what I'm saying?
You bet not.
And you better not talk to him either. Like, the fuck? Like, and if it is a friend that I gained from, like, oh, you know, we were together and I gained a friend and blah, 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 9 times out of 10, we ain't cool no more. Not even because, like, there's no beef, but, like, you picked a side. You know what I'm saying?
But I feel like you kind of sort of have to pick a side in that.
And that's the thing, I respect that.
So I can think of
to a certain extent.
I can think of a relationship. So my mom's, one of her best friends, she was dating one of my mom's really good friends, and they split. And like to this day, like they're like this, right? And this is like almost 20 years later, right? So much so that when this particular friend of close family member passed, I went home to go, right? And mind you, my mom is still close or cool with who she was cool with, and she has this close relationship. So I don't always think that like once it's split and like I gain somebody
I think you have
out
to choose
the
a bound. It got to be a boundary. Like if you're not comfortable with like me being in the same space of you guys, like I'll be a friend with you on the side. I'll be a friend with you on the side. Like I will not bring you guys together because you don't like each other.
Yeah, well, and that's with the assumption that we don't like each other because everybody assumes that because we broke up we don't
You
like
each other. Yeah.
So I think that's an assumption there,
But
but
also, I do feel like, I think, again, like our experiences color the way we feel about things. I don't know if I necessarily, and maybe this is a good question, have y'all had a relationship split where it was not like negative? You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like
That's
we
a good
split
point.
and it wasn't like, fuck you.
yes. Yes. That's all I have to say.
I don't
Yeah,
know if
but
I've
it
ever
was a
had that
mutual-
before.
But then I think also it comes from like that conversation that y'all have with each other. Like, are we okay with our friends still being around the situation?
Yeah.
Even
And I
if
don't
it's
feel
a
like
mutual split or if it's like a rah split.
Right.
split.
And I don't think it's necessarily been like rah. And I don't think, well, I feel that way now. And maybe because like I've been with Corey for so long and we're married or whatever. Like if me and Corey were to split, I would still want Corey to maintain the friendships that he's had and that he's made because I care about him. Cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if I necessarily felt that way
Back in
about
the day.
about you
Other
know
people.
about
Yeah.
other people or
Okay.
back in the day. I don't know if that necessarily like meant a lot to me.
Yeah.
But
in
I also
that
feel
space.
like
I feel like
Who
Dre
was we
friends would be like,
friends with?
fuck you.
Yeah.
Like I'm thinking about you. Like I'm thinking
Yeah.
about all the niggas that you dated. At least that I've known.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was we friends with? Right. So it's like I didn't lose anything.
I can't think
Yeah.
of one.
I didn't lose anything.
Nah, I can't think of one.
I will say, and that's the thing. I don't think it's a bad thing. Also, because I was like, I don't think as a young person I should have been investing myself that way in
Right.
relationships like that. So it's not a bad thing. It's just
Right.
like now that we're older, I see how it could kind of be harder or more intertwined.
Right.
So it was easier when I was younger because I wasn't invested. I mean, this was my little boyfriend. Like, what was that?
Right.
My little boyfriend.
That was my little boyfriend.
So let
like,
me ask y'all this, right? Because I mean, this gets a little dicey too. How much of friendship do you want your friend to be with your nigga?
I think, well, okay. Now, I think it depends.
That's a great question.
I
Like,
think
it
it
definitely
depends.
depends.
I
like,
think it depends. Like,
Right.
and I feel like it depends on your relationship with this friend in the first place.
Yes.
Cause like if it was you, like if Corey and Karen are best friends, I'm not gonna be like, what you and Karen talking
Okay,
about?
yeah.
You know, Karen coming over. Like that, it wouldn't bother me. Only because like I know y'all, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And we've had a relationship and I know what y'all intentions are. If a new random girl, probably not. I probably
with your
wouldn't be
friend.
as
Yeah.
comfortable. But I think it just depends on the friend and how much like trust and knowledge of each other y'all have.
But okay, well let's
I
take
dealt
it a
with
step
that.
further. Okay, you cool, whatever. Like let's just say me and Corey became best friends, right? But then it'd be like some conflicts and some tension.
See. And then there's
But now
that
this my
too.
new best friend, but you been my OG best friend.
Right.
yeah.
Cause your expectation was like, fuck that nigga.
Right. You're
Love
my
you.
friend.
You're my friend,
Yeah.
right? But now, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
what are your
My
thoughts?
man is not your man. That's what I think. Is my man is not your man. Don't expect the
Okay, when you
same
say
treatment.
my man is not your man, what you mean?
Don't expect like my man to treat you a certain way because y'all are friends. Like, don't expect the princess treatment that he gives me to
just
you
me.
because
Just
y'all
me.
best friends.
I'm number one. I'm the
Like,
only
you know
one.
what I'm saying? Like, and I don't ever want, because Dre, he's a very nice guy. Like,
Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna
so
listen.
he's a very nice guy. But I think if it came to like a issue of
You
where
or her, yeah.
yeah, and it's just
Absolutely.
like, don't ever put yourself in that position of where you feel like he'll choose you over me.
So, okay, so in conflict, I wasn't necessarily saying like it's a battle between us, because duh, like,
Yeah.
yes.
But some girls get like that. They think
They
your man
do.
is they man.
And I think too, that's when we also come into spaces, and I think we're talking about a different type of question, but like when you come with like the best friend of a guy, and now you come into space and like she's so used to him being so available.
Exactly.
Right? I think that's a little different versus like and although, you know, even if you grow in that specific relationship, you can think that too. But yeah, it just very interesting things.
Yeah.
I think there's levels and spaces, and like I can use Dre and Corey for example. Like, these are my brothers, right?
Right.
But I also think that like I don't know, like there's
But
a closeness.
I feel like, and
But
this-
you know the boundaries.
but I know the boundaries.
Right.
But I
Some
also-
girls don't
that,
understand the
I feel like the
boundaries.
question you're asking was if, let's say, me and Corey get into a conflict, and now you're like this
Right.
person that's in the middle.
Right.
But I also feel like if you are close to my significant other or whatever, I feel like that's the hard and fast boundary. I cannot get in the middle of whatever conflicts y'all got
Exactly.
going
Yes.
on. I'm not taking nobody's side.
Side.
I'm just not in it. Okay.
Right.
I'm not
Yeah.
taking nobody's side. I'm just not in it.
I'm just
Period.
here to listen.
I'm just
just
at
here to
this.
listen.
I won't even want to listen at some point.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay. Say if it isn't a conflict, right? But it's I'm having these feelings about XYZ as it pertains to right? Like, how does that work? And maybe that's another boundary space.
Yeah,
right?
I
don't want to hear no feelings
It's
about.
yeah.
Nathan, that's the hard and fast one.
Yeah.
And then, but it also, my brain is just continuing to develop. Like, is this more of a one-sidedness thing? Because what if I'm coming to you in a space of like vulnerability and I'm talking about these particular things, but you don't necessarily have that luxury to do the same and vice versa from a friend space because of the connection that I had. You know what I'm saying? Like
you can't. I feel like with like if we're friends, right?
Right.
And you're friends with him, it's certain things I feel shouldn't be conversed about. You know
right,
what
you're
I'm
not
saying?
gonna.
Yeah.
So it doesn't. Again, I guess it goes to the space of spectrum.
Yeah.
Right, like to the fullest extent of like best friend. I tell you everything. Blah blah blah. I don't think those spaces can exist within these spaces. And I think coming in with
Within
that
that
understanding.
triangle, no, I don't think that
Yeah.
can exist.
I
I don't.
agree.
Yeah.
Do I think y'all could be close friends? Do I think y'all could be, great friends? But as far as like you were far right side. This is my best friend. I tell her everything. Blah blah blah. I don't think that can
happen.
exist in that triangle.
I don't disagree with you.
I just think you have to take that person out of it. Like,
Yeah.
if we're going to be friends, we're friends. Like,
Right.
But
that's
I
your
can't-
wife. Like,
Yeah.
and I understand that boundary. And I feel like if you're my real friend from the beginning, you will understand that boundary. I think that's
Absolutely.
an unspoken boundary
Yeah.
that you already know not to cross.
Absolutely.
Right.
I don't disagree with you. Not even a little bit. Who showed up for you this year in an unexpected way?
As far as friends, y'all showed up for me. Thank you.
Thank you.
In an unexpected way.
That's the part I'm having a struggle with, the unexpected part.
Okay, this may sound biased. Dre showed up this year in a way I've never seen him show up before.
Okay. So
how?
unexpected because
How?
he's never done it before.
How?
Yeah. I just think being, and I'm not gonna say he's never been emotionally present, because he has. But I think now, like through this phase that we're going through, like he's just there. He pick up on little things. I mean, he always has, but now he's done got better at like communicating.
I'm gonna make this about us and say we
Yeah.
you're being in this conversation
Yeah.
with us, Dre Dre. I'm
Yeah,
gonna take
like-
credit. We're gonna take credit for that.
Hey, we do this.
So I can say like he has shown up in ways that I'm not gonna say I never expect him to do, but it's ways that I feel like I will never be put in certain positions. And then he shows up for me and I'm like, oh wow. Not saying I didn't think he wouldn't, but it's just like to actually physically see it, it's just like, okay, you my man. So yeah, and then like the season that we're in right now, like, yeah, he's definitely showing up. Appreciate you.
Love that for you, Dre Dre.
Appreciate you.
Shout out to
Love
Dre.
that for you.
And then y'all show up. Like, even though I don't call y'all, but I feel like you are super intentional. Like,
You always say that, and I appreciate it.
and I love it. And it's just like, if I come around, you guys can see like, Karen, what's wrong with you? And I'm just like, girl. But
Karen had a bad day,
yeah,
child.
like, but and I'm trying my best to work on that, because they see that at work too. Like when I'm having a bad day, you can see it from the top to the bottom,
Yeah.
and the walk and everything. And it's just like I'm really trying
stank
to
walk.
Yeah, I'm really trying to work on that. But like
You stomping through the
guys
halls,
just-
Karen.
Yeah.
With the shoulder.
But you guys like just really being there. If I know if I needed to, I'm sorry. I know if I needed to call y'all, like I know you guys will be there, which I need to get better at when I do feel like I need to vent to somebody, to just phone home. But it's just like,
Text,
yeah,
chat, call,
y'all
chat.
I love a phone home. Like, okay, look. Am I tripping?
I need
We do that sometimes. We just put in the chat like, look, okay, I need another
Yeah.
perspective because
Yes.
I'm about to spin out.
but
Okay.
I appreciate y'all. Y'all have
We
y'all
love
are there.
you. What the new kids do?
Look, let's go
Yeah.
get somebody beat up.
It's giving gang signs.
It's
And
giving-
it hurt my fingers. Like, this shit hurts. This hurts.
I'm Chicago and we don't make that hand sign.
Yeah, we don't make
No,
the hand
I'm sorry, and I
sign.
did. Shout out to all of them.
Okay,
Won't
what
do
about
that.
you?
Two things come to mind. One, my papa's funeral. That like it was in Chicago, and the handful of people that showed up for me. So thank you.
Oh,
We're
jeez.
not gonna do it. I said we're not gonna do it. The people who showed up in that was like, you actually flew here.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I didn't expect that. Like,
Yeah.
I knew y'all like cared and supported and would check in and do all the things, but like
To actually physically show up, yeah.
that was like wow to me. So that, and then I gotta shout out my girl KG because
Shout out KG. We
shout
love
out
her.
KG. That's
I
my
don't know
dog.
you, but go girl.
That's my dog.
Shout out to KG. We love her.
She has like been my second therapist this year. Like she will really like sit me down and like, okay, like let's break this apart for real. And we talk damn near like every day. I'm surprised she ain't called me back. Actually, call me back. We talk like every day, and we just kind of provide that space and that sounding board.
good.
Like it's a part of my morning routine. Like I call my mom, I talk to KG, and we move it along. So shout out to her because we've had some moments this year where it's like, damn, friend, I didn't think about it like that.
Yeah.
You right. So those would be mine.
Shout out KG.
Shout out.
Damn, I'm supposed to be thinking this whole time.
Yeah.
Listen.
Come on, friend.
I mean, y'all show up for me. I feel like that's like a constant thing though. Like I don't feel like there's a time where I'm like,
Oh wow,
didn't
you
show
showed
up to
up.
me. Right. I'm not like, oh wow. That's why I'm like the unexpected part was like throwing me for a loop. But I will say my friends always show up for me, and I feel like that's kind of like, and I feel like that's part of like the intentionality and having like a meeting of the minds. Like we're friends and we're gonna show up for each other as best as we can. And I feel like that's what our friend group has.
Yeah.
That's fam. We're gonna show up as best as we can.
We do a really good job. Like I want to say like our group does a really good job of just like connecting and showing up and supporting.
We will show up.
We'll show up. We'll cheer on. We'll repost. We'll hype you up. We'll shot a clock.
Oh, speaking of hype me up.
Do all the things. I don't know
Who you
what you're
hyping up,
doing.
child?
I don't like it.
Who you hyping up, child?
I don't know what's happening.
Oh, child. So our girl decided she wanted to be a rapper, right? She decided she wanted to be a rapper.
I'm so shy.
Go listen to our girl shit. Go listen to our girl shit.
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh my.
Period.
Oh my
72-hour crash out on
72
Apple
hour
Music
crash
and on
out.
Spotify.
I am on Spotify.
Look,
And
on
she's
Apple
on
Music,
Spotify.
on
Apple Music,
Spotify.
Go tune
Go
in with my girl.
find it.
'Cause I'm
72-hour
good,
crash out.
baby.
Period.
sorry.
Speaking of hype me,
Okay.
hype me up. Okay.
Hey, but yeah, no real talk. Everybody, we'll post the link.
Go stream. Thank
Go
you.
stream
on
my girl.
YouTube
Run
as
her
well.
up.
It's on YouTube as well.
Run her up.
72-hour crash out. Thank you.
Do you want to speak on your title real quick before we?
Sure, we got 2 minutes. Yeah, so I had like a 72-hour period of like being very deeply in my feelings and wanting to do some crash out things. So instead of actually crashing out, I started writing and rapping. And I told my brother, that's the artist of the family, shout out to Leap. I told
Stream
him,
his shit too.
Go
stream
stream
his
his
shit.
shit.
Yeah, it's a lot of it. LEEK period. So
Don't forget the period.
Don't forget the period. That's essential. All caps. And I was like, yeah, like I got some things I need to get out my chest. I'm going to the stool like when I get home. So I went home and recorded it in 2 days. And yeah, like I had a vision for like what I wanted it, how I wanted it to flow. And
It flows a
thank you. And the songs just, they came. I feel like it's the perfect emotion and like expression of like going through the waves of like, oh my God, like somebody had you fucked up. Like
You mad as
dang,
hell.
you hurt my feelings. Like, and then it's like, dang, like, nah, you really hurt my feelings. And like, you even say, well, like, it wasn't me in this situation, but it's like, nah, it wasn't me. And then you come out of that and you're like, oh, actually, I'm good. And I'm
And
cool.
then that's when we end off with.
I'm gonna dance this time. LOL. I'm gonna entertain her shenanigans today.
I'm crying.
Ah,
Go listen
She's
to our
dead,
girl
baby.
shit.
R.I.P.
there you
I'm
go.
good.
I think this is a good note to end our
Episode.
episode. Go stream
Go
her
stream
shit.
72-hour
Crash out today.
Thanks, guys.
Right now.
I appreciate it. I don't know why I'm being so shy, but I'm like, ooh, okay, spotlight.
I'm good.
Purr.
I'll be good.
Thanks for
Bye,
watching.
guys.
Bye.
Yeah, I'm good on you, I don't miss you, baby. Keep it playing, honey, treat me like a lady. Do it my way, yeah, I know I get you stressed out. Hey, okay, gotta say it with your chest now. Yeah, I'm good on you, I don't miss you, baby. Keep it playing, honey, treat me like a lady. Do it my way, yeah.